Welcome to Clearfield High School for a high school rewind game of the week. Dusty Lister with you. Syracuse traveling up to Clearfield, and it's senior day for the Falcons. Welcome everybody. Dusty Lister along with you. Excited to have you here. Game 2 of a 3-game series, and for the Clearfield Falcons, essentially in the playoffs. They're sitting in a very good position to make the playoffs. For Syracuse, win essentially, and they're in. They need some help along the way. Need Fremont to lose today, and they also have to look at the Layton and Northridge situation as well. But we have a good one here for you. Handling the pitching today for the Clearfield Falcons is Bryson Hirakayashi. Is stepping in for Syracuse is Rudy Casillas. And that first pitch misses. The 2-2 breaking ball swung on and missed, and a leadoff man down on strikes. I'll bring up the left fielder, Trey Schofield. Fastball hit up the middle, handled cleanly by Chandler Cotter, and over in time. 2 outs in the first. 2 outs and nobody on, and that brings up the third baseman, number 7, Zach Schofield. And that pitch misses down. Good looking pitch, but down the first baseline. Not going to be able to get 2 up on the umpires here. The payoff. Fastball up the middle, and it's through for a 2-out single for Zach Schofield. And I'll bring up the first baseman, number 11, Dylan Hawks. Going to hold Schofield on at first. Good secondary lead, and that first pitch is swung on and missed by Hawks. 5th pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball lifted into right field. And it's Taylor Satu there for the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the first, no one across. You're watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital. Welcome back to Clearfield High School. Bottom of the first inning. No runs for Syracuse in the top of the first. And on the mound for the Titans is Austin Forney. And leading off for Clearfield is the center fielder, number 3, Taylor Satu. First pitch low. Ball. The 1-1 from Forney. Ground ball to the left side and through. And it's a leadoff single for Taylor Satu. That brings up the second baseman, number 23, Chandler Cotter. The left-handed pitching Forney going to keep the runners close at first base. And it's a throw over. Forney set. Quick slide step, a hit through the left side. There in time, and what a strong throw over to first by Rudy Casillas. How about the range and then the gun? Satu takes second on the hit, and 1 away. Now come the plate, Tyson Walker, the 3rd baseman. Got a runner in scoring position. Walker only got, at least recorded anyway, reported only 3 RBIs on the season. But again, that's just what's reported. Breaking ball on the first pitch in there for a called strike. And that is called strike 3. Tyson Walker caught looking. And that brings up the shortstop, Jayon Mansfield. Runner in scoring position and 2 outs after the strikeout from Walker. Forney's been deliberate today in this half of the first. And the first pitch lifted out of play. Taken down the bullpen by a fan barehanded. And the payoff. And he bounces it. And Satu will take 3rd on the pass ball. So now runners on the corners and 2 outs. Ethan Giacalone coming up for Clearfield. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Austin Forney, a little bit of pressure here. in the bottom half of the first. That one misses inside. Full count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Clearfield can either load the bases or bring in a run here, or the inning's over. Going to throw over, and that's going to go. Was not on first or not holding the runner. That is not even a buck, but that is taken home, and it's now 1-0 Clearfield. And it's ball 4. Runners on first and second. Brings up Bryson Hirakashi. And that ball is up in the zone, 1-0. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one lifted in the right center field. Got him initially. Drifting back and making the catch for the third out of the inning is Mark Amperin. And that'll do it for the first inning. But Clearfield pushes a man across, and they head to the second inning, leading Syracuse 1-0. You're watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week, presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital. Top of the second inning, we'll start off in the 5-hole. The right fielder, Hunter Van Fleet. And Hirakashi misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one chopped down the first base line, handled cleanly. Stepping on the bag is Humphrey, and a leadoff man retired. That brings up the center fielder, Mark Amperin. Had the third out of the inning. Hirakashi looking to avenge that out. Breaking ball misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff. To Mark Amperin with 1 out. And he swings and misses on that one. Strike 3. 2 away. Brings up Van Verstappen. Van Verstappen's the designated hitter today. And that one bounces. This one's lifted into right field. And it's Satu taking it in short center. And it's 3 up, 3 down for the second consecutive inning. Heading to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Clearfield. Leading off for the Falcons, the left fielder, number 16, Ty Witt. It was a long first inning for Forney. He can make the second inning a little shorter as he misses wide of the plate. Full count. Called, strike 3. Second called strikeout of the game for Forney. 1 out, and the first baseman stepping in, Dougry Humphrey. And that breaking ball misses. The payoff pitch, chopped to the right side, taken on a short hop, caught the edge of the grass, and Bridger had really I wouldn't say no shot. He could have taken on the, as he did, to the right side of him, but it caught the edge of the infield. That brings up Braden Rowland. Saw a lot of threw over a lot in the first inning. Forney misses on the first one. The 1-0. Shafted into shallow left center field. The diving attempt is to no avail, and that's a single. Nice effort there from Trey Schofield. Couldn't quite get there. Runners on first and second and 1 out. To the top of the order we go with Clearfield. Runners on first and second and 1 out. Taylor Satu, the leadoff man, coming up. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. That pitch wide, and it's a wild pitch. Everybody moving up a bag. So 2 runners in scoring position now, and the double play ball out of order. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. First base open, he can take it. And the throw down in time. 2 outs. And that brings up the second baseman, Chandler Cotter. Cotter grounded out to short. His first time up, the ball was hit to the hole. It was a great play by Casillas. But something through the infield now, scores 2 runs and extends the lead to 3-0. And this one hits softly to center field. Coming in is Amperon, and that will do it, leaving 2 in scoring position. We're through 2 innings, and it's 1-0 Clearfield. Top of the 3rd inning. Into the 8-hole now, Noah Jarvis. As that is in for called strike 1. The 1-2, high cheese, got him. Could not lay off it. And it's a leadoff strikeout. The 3rd of the day for Hirakayashi. Stepping in now is starting pitcher Austin Forney. And that's in for a called strike 1. The 1-1. Hit hard, right back up the middle, and Forney aboard with the single. And the speed-up runner is Hunter Wilder. Comes on for Forney. Top of the order we go, Rudy Casillas, the shortstop, as he gives on the first pitch, giving ground. Now the right fielder coming in cannot make the catch, and Braden Rowland. Casillas aboard with a dying quail hitting to the Bermuda Triangle. Brings up Trey Schofield, runners on first and second. And Hirakayashi misses on the first. Double play ball in order to get out of the inning. This one hit well into left field, and it curved and taken on the ground by Ty Witt. A ball always tails away from you, and nice job of Witt. That could have been a costly error, but as it is, it's 2 away. So 2 out and 2 on, and brings up Zach Schofield, the third baseman. Wilder at first, or pardon me, at second. Casillas at first. Middle's back, as well as the corners. This one hits to the left side, and that could get through and tie us up. Wilder rounding third. There won't be a play at the plate. They throw all the way through. Casillas snapped down to second. And we are tied at 1 on the RBI single from Zach Schofield. Runners on first and second, Dylan Hawker. Or pardon me, Hawks at the plate. You got to credit Austin Forney, the pitcher. He had the single, and his speed-up runner, Wilder, came in to score. And that's in there for a called strike 1. The payoff pitch misses wide, and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded, and Hunter Van Fleet coming on. That's in there for a called strike. The 0-1, chopped to the right side, and taking at first base, and stepping on it is Humphrey. And that'll do it for the 3rd inning, but Syracuse pushes 1 across, and we are tied at 1 apiece. You're watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week on DeseretNews.com. Bottom of the 3rd inning of a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week, tied at 1. Syracuse can win and get into the state tournament. Clearfield just start holding off people behind him, and I'll let him catch up. It's Tyson Walker starting off the 3rd inning. Forney's pitch off the plate. This is the 6th full count through 2 1/3. And this one hit into right field, right center field, and taken by Amperon. And 1 out. Brings up Jackson Mansfield, the shortstop. Starts him off outside, ball 1. And the payoff. And misses. It's a second walk for Mansfield. Runner aboard with an out. And that brings up Ethan Giacalone. He drew a walk in the first as well. The ball misses inside. Then it's hit well to the left side. Casillas able to get to that one. Across, but not in time. And it's also past the first baseman. Rounding third and going to be held up is Mansfield. But it's an infield single with an error on the first baseman for Ethan Giacoloni. Runners on second and third and one out. Playing the infield all the way up. Runners on second and third, and the pitcher, Bryson Hirakayashi, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to center. The 1-0. And it's hit to the right side. And it's fair. Hirakayashi all the way to the wall. Both runs will come in. Hirakayashi will hold up at second base. And it is a 2 RBI double for Bryson Hirakayashi. And it's 3-1 Clearfield. Great piece of hitting by Hirakayashi. Stay inside it, take it the other way, and he hit it with power. And that brings up the left fielder, Ty Witt. And that pitch misses in. And another, advance the runner to the third base. Up with it cleanly was Bridger Wall. 2 outs. I'll bring up Doggery Humphrey. 2 outs and a runner on third base. Looking to extend the lead of 4-1. Misses up. Lifts this one up in the infield. Casillas actually reaching shallow left. He's called off, but stays underneath it. And that's the third out of the inning, but Clearfield pushes across 2. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Clearfield 3, Syracuse 1. You're watching the Deseret News Rewind. Game of the week, presented by Tosh, your orthopedic specialty hospital. Bryson Hirakayashi had a 2-run double, and he's back on top with a 2-run cushion. And he misses wide on the first pitch to Braden Rollin. And again, the left side handled cleanly. Up with it is, and oh, the in time. Get on his horse. Pardon me, that was Mark Amperon. Coach Ross coming out to have a conversation. I'm not sure what he was talking about. Bring up Vanderstappen as that pitch is off the mark. And this one hit into right field. Coming on, got it. See if he can double him up. Didn't make the throw. Rollin making the catch. 1 out. And it's Noah Jarvis now coming to the plate, the catcher. Runner on first and 1 out. Trying to keep Amperon close. Usually get a breaking ball or something off the plate as Jarvis swings through that one. Strike 3. Brings up Austin Forney, the pitcher. Singled his last time up. His speed-up runner scored. As Amperon just back in time. And this one's lifted into the outfield. Selling underneath it and squeezing it is Taylor Satu. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Clearfield 3, Syracuse 1. Bottom of the 4th inning. This time we're starting with Braden Rollin. Messed that one up. The top half of the inning. New pitcher on. That's Kobe Velez for the Syracuse Titans. And we'll have the numbers on Forney here in just a moment. And that pitch misses. That's certainly where Forney struggled a little bit. He fell behind every hitter last inning. Rollin 1 for 1 today. Single to the left side back in the second. The 1-0 dribbled back up the middle. Casillas playing on the second base side. Doesn't have a play. That's an infield single for Rollin. And now back to the top of the order. Taylor Satu. And that is in for strike one. Certainly look for them to be the top of our rankings. As that pitch is on the mark. Throw down the second. Terrific jump by Braden Rollin. Took that one with ease. Seventh pitch of the at-bat. And that one's wide. It's a walk, and also taking third was Rollin on the wild pitch. So runners on the corners and no outs. Runners on the corners, no outs, and Chandler Cotter coming to the plate. Second baseman 0 for 2 today. Velez stamps over to first, and the 0-2, and now a double step. He doesn't have to throw to third, and I know we got coaches that are frustrated. He can step to third without throwing it. He does not have to throw to third, and Sato got caught taking off when he made the move. He does not have to throw to the third base. The only bag you have to throw to on a move is the first. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike three. And over to first in time, and now 2 outs. And Rollins still standing at third. That brings up the third baseman, Tyson Walker. 2 outs and a runner on third base. And he swings to the first offering. And this one hit hard at Casillas and ate him up. Short hop the second time today. And the run comes across. The leadoff single from Rollin finally comes in as a run, and it's 4-1 Clearfield. That brings up Jackson Mansfield. That's off the plate, ball one. The 2-1 hit back up the middle and through. It's a 2-out single. Digging around second. And now stuck in between is going to be Mansfield. You're going to have to take home at some point. Try to. Can he get it before the out? And the run comes across. Mansfield's out. But Syracuse pushes across the 5th run of the game. Unconventional. No RBI rewarded. But it's 5-1 Clearfield. We head to the top of the 5th inning. It's all Falcons in our Deseret News Rewind game of the week. Top of the 5th inning, we start at the top of the order for the Titans. Frustration is starting to set in a little bit here. As Rudy Casillas coming to the plate. And strike one. This one chopped to the right side and stabbed and gets there in time. Humphrey with another putout. Trey's worked it to the right side and the left. Grounded out to second base in the first. And flew out to left field, back into third. Bryson misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Schofield. This one hit well into right center field and falls in for a 1-out single. Runner aboard for the Titans. Brings up Zach Schofield, the third baseman. And that's off the mark from 1 ball and 2 strikes to Schofield. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 outs. So 2 outs, and that brings up Dylan Hawks, the first baseman. Dylan Hawks 0 for 1 today. The ball's off the mark. And this one hit well to the left side. That's a single. Schofield will hold up at second. Nice piece of hitting there by Hawks. So runners on first and second and 2 outs for the Titans. And that brings up Hunter Van Fleet. He is grounded out to first both times he's come to the plate. Humphrey back, not holding on the runner. And that's in for a called strike 1. Schofield away from second. Hawks away from first, lifts this one up. It is in play. Moving over and taking the can of corn is Chandler Cotter for the third out of the fifth. Head to the bottom of the fifth. Falcons 5, Titans 1. You're watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. Bottom of the fifth inning. Welcome back into a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week. Ethan Giacoloni steps in for the Falcons, leading 5-1 over Syracuse. Syracuse trying to earn their way to the state tournament. Ball one. Syracuse needs to win and get some help around them just to clinch that number 4 spot. But Giacoloni lines this one in left field. Schofield gets there in time, so it'll be a single, leadoff single for Ethan Giacoloni. Brings up Bryson Hirakayashi. Pitcher's been outstanding today. Hit a 2 RBI double his last time up. As Velez is off the mark. Ball one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hirakayashi. Swings and misses. And throw down to second. Well, he'll be forced out of first. So heads up. A lot of times your guy at first base doesn't realize he doesn't have to go. Brings up the left fielder, Ty Witt. That's in there for a called strike one. The 2-1 hit to the right side. Witt has a RBI, or probably a single, 1 out single, as Giacoloni will hold up at second. Brings up Dougray Humphrey. Runners on first and second, and 1 out for Clearfield. And that one's wide. Full count, 1 out, 2 on. And he misses inside. Bases loaded on the walk to Humphrey. And that brings up Braden Rollin. Comes up to My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. Those of us who are 34 remember that song very well. It still brings back shivers. And there was room on that door, by the way. Rollins steps in. That's a called strike. Bases loaded and 1 out for Rollins. Big opportunity here. Hits this one into left center, right where they'd shifted to him and over the head of the left fielder. Schofield played dangerously and it burned him. 2 runs coming. Here comes a play. No, we're going to end up... Runs him off of third base. Now he's got to go back and take it. But they're going to get the run down between third and home. And Rollins messing up twice. One running Humphrey off the bags, but then not just taking third base. Take the lead bag. But it's a 2 RBI double for Humphrey. Top of the order we go. Taylor Sato. Hey, you youngsters watching, I mean, you cannot run off the guy in front of you. Sato with a rare RBI opportunity. Taking third on the pitch. Ball hit to the right side. Handled cleanly and over for the third out of the inning. But 2 more runs come across for Clearfield. We head to the top of the 6th inning. 7-1 Falcons. You're watching Deseret News Rewind. Game of the Week on DeseretNews.com. Top of the 6th inning, and it is all Falcons on Senior Day here at Clearfield. We'll start the top of the 6th inning. Been a long day. Center fielder Mark Amperon. And Hirakayashi's pitch is off the mark. 3 balls and no strikes. And Amperon draws a walk. And that brings up Blake Vanderstappen. Vanderstappen 0 for 2 today. Hirakayashi's breaking ball. A little wild there. That's 5 straight balls. Only 1 at bat for Syracuse, where they've had more than 4 batters come to the plate. Hirakayashi's made quick work today, except in the third. And that's strike 3 on Vanderstappen. Caden Mitchell on to pinch hit for Jarvis. Imagine Jarvis will re-enter at the same spot. And that's in for strike one. Jarvis was 0 for 2 today. Certainly want to see him take advantage of the runner on here. The 0-1 bounce to the left side, and it's going to be an infield single. Snap it to second, and that's an infield single for Caden Mitchell. Let's check it. Forney would have had to re-enter in the same spot. We're not close enough to the official score to hear what happened when Forney came out of the game for Velez. But either way, Forney up with runners on first and second, and 1 out, and that one misses. And that's hard hit to right field and should score 1. Ampron around third as that throw was mishandled, and that is an RBI single for Forney. And that brings up Rudy Casillas. 7-2 our score. Mitchell at second and Forney at first. Casillas 1 for 3 today. Hits this one to the right side. Can they turn it, get it over to second, and not in time to get Casillas. But Forney forced out at second base as Casillas reaches on the fielder's choice. So runners on the corners and 2 outs. That brings up Trey Schofield, the left fielder. See if they send Casillas. But here Kayashi doesn't need to be that concerned with him. Leading 7-2. That ball lifted out of play, strike 1. So we'll do it again after the foul ball. This time hit into center field, and that's going to fall in. That's an RBI single for Schofield as Casillas moves up to second base, and it's 7-3. That brings up Zach Schofield. Runner on first and second, and fouls that one out of play. No balls and 1 strike after the foul ball. And this one hit to short. The short hop takes him, goes to short, way for the 3rd out. How he got that there in time is amazing, but Mansfield able to get the out. And that'll do it for the top half of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Clearfield 7, Syracuse 3. Now pitching for the Titans is Jackson Christiansen. Bottom of the 6th inning, and Clearfield looking to push this lead back up. It's been trimmed down to 4. As that one's fouled back to the screen by Cotter. The 1-2. Chopped up the middle. Casillas takes it on a hop. And over in time for the first out of the inning. Brings up Logan Maurer. And Logan Maurer batting in place of Tyson Walker. That's off the mark. The 8th pitch is the at-bat. And this one hit high to center field. Ampron was right there. And it's 2-way. Brings up Jackson Mansfield. And that pitch is inside. Worked off as he rounded first. And Mansfield down the line. They've been giving it up all afternoon. That one falls in, and it's a 2-out double for Jackson Mansfield. Been surrendering the right or left field line all afternoon, and the first time Clearfield been able to drop one in there. That brings up Ethan Giacoloni. Been a good afternoon at the dish for Giacoloni. Walked in the first, singled in the 3rd and 5th, and scored 2 runs. Two outs and a runner at second. Christiansen misses up. 7th pitch is the at-bat. Christiansen set. Fastball fouled coming to the first baseline. And Hawks is there for the 3rd out of the inning. Missed opportunity for Clearfield to extend the lead. We head to the top of the 7th inning and final ups For Syracuse, you're watching the Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week, presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital. Top of the 7th inning and the last opportunity for Syracuse. They got to score 4 runs, send it to the bottom half of the inning. But we're at 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Dylan Hawks, the first at bat. And a new pitcher on for Clearfield. We've been here catching up on the daily events, and then we realize that Hirokashi's day is over. And it brings on Cody Perry. So Cody Perry on for the relief opportunity, but I guess you'd call it save opportunity. It's within 5 runs, so save opportunity here for Perry. Finds the zone on that one. Hawks flew out to center, walked in the 3rd, and singled back in the 5th. Stays on that one. Ground ball to the right side. Taken cleanly and over in time. Chandler Cotter with the putout. So now it brings up Hunter Van Fleet, who's 0 for 3 today. Everything to the right side. And Perry plunks him. I don't know if you can consider that one a plunking, but I'll give it to them nonetheless. Mark Amperon coming to the plate. Van Fleet on first after being hit by the pitch. Amperon with a single back in the 4th inning. And that's in for a called strike. And this one hit into right center field. Sato there for the 2nd out. 2 outs and 1 on. And coming up plate, Blake Vanderstappen. Final out for Syracuse. Perry kicks and fires, bounces the breaking ball. Hit into left field. Getting back on it and making the grab was Ty Witt. And that is the 3rd and final out of the game. And it's a 7-3 win for Clearfield. Keeps Syracuse in down to making the playoffs, and for Clearfield solidifies their position. They move to 10-7 in Region 1 play. 1 more game tomorrow, the final game of the regular season. Again, it's Clearfield 7, Syracuse 3. Our University Federal Credit Union player of the game is Bryson Hirokashi. Pitched a terrific game through 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, but also it was a 2-run double that opened things up for Clearfield. And he is our University Federal Credit Union player of the game. Again, our final score, Clearfield 7, Syracuse 3 for Vince Francis. I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching a Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week on DeseretNews.com, presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.